morning, everybody. It is a lovely Friday morning. It is only a few days until Santa comes along and ho-ho-hos down all of our chimneys. So I am in my shop, of course, the next few days, and then I will take a few days break. I'm going to have a few days off over the New Year's as well. But anyway, I come through this back door here that you can see because behind there is my backyard, and then of course I come and open the front door. So we're going to do that today. I do have a few things that I need to get ready. It's all part of having a little shop, and I've said this before, this is not like a full retail shop or anything like that. This is more like click and collect. You can come and sniff and smell if you want to. It's just a small sample of what we have, and I have changed the shelves a little bit. Over the holidays, we're going to put our pink trims up. We are going to finish doing the front because we're making a beautiful pink awning, and we are going to do the front pink with some flowers, hopefully. That's the plan anyway. So that's what we're going to be doing for that. But for now, let me flip the camera around. I will show you what I'm up for today. So let's go open the door. All right, let's open the door, everybody. So I have turned the lights on, as you can see, but we are just going to go and open the door. Look at my beautiful gold handle. Doesn't look lovely? It's brushed gold. And what a gorgeous day it is today. It's a gorgeous sunny day. So this is basically where you come in this driveway, and let me go and walk out so I can show you what it's going to look like. So this is the drive. You would come in, and then here is my shop. You will see this pink door straight away. I know it has not been painted. We are going to be doing this over the holidays. We have finally got the sheeting up, and now we need to put some trim on and some beautiful flowers up the top. That will be all painted, but you can't miss this pink and gold door, can you? So, and then of course this is what you do when you come in. I'm sorry it's flickering, it's because of the fluorescent light, but this is basically what you're going to see. So I'll show you a few new products that I've been making at the moment. So at the moment, I've only done a few soap whips because it's the holidays, but I'll definitely get going for more of them. We're going to do some scrubs as well. Of course, here is my beautiful room sprays. Then here is my gorgeous body butters. They're very popular. They're not a heavy body butter. They're more of a thinner body butter, but I think a lot of people prefer that. Then, of course, here is my gorgeous liquid soaps. I've sold a lot of them, and I will tell you cashmere silk is definitely the most popular. And then of course some salts, and I don't think I had them on the site, so I definitely need to put them on the site today. And then these are very, very popular. I do still have to paint this trim white. And then my shampoo bars. I've sold quite a few shampoo bars lately. And then of course we have been restocking our shower steamers. We do have to get going with some more rose. We'll definitely have to get some more lavender and peppermint. I have all the ingredients to make those. So that's basically it. I don't do a lot of bath bombs anymore. I will be bringing in some more because I've been asked for a few people to bring in more. And of course my soaps, we've tried to restock it. I've moved the candles as well, so they're up here, and I'm definitely going to have to do lots more candles. I may actually have to put just an extra shelf in the middle for the candles. I didn't want to. I wanted to keep it quite neat, but anyway, I'll see what I'm going to do with that. And I have been making some more soap because there are a few gaps, and I definitely want it super full. And I do sell a lot of soap. So anyway, I'm going to get going with that. And then of course my diffusers up there. I may change. These bottles are going to eventually change, and they're going to become these beautiful bottles, these French bottles. If anyone's looking for them, you can get, sometimes Aroma sell them. I think you can get similar ones, and I think they're bringing them in actually. What's the other company? Luxury Candle Supplies. I think they're bringing some new ones in, and also Aussie Candle Supplies. So I personally buy these from Aussie Candles. They're really affordable, and as I said, I don't have any affiliation with these companies. So now let's see what we have to do today. So in here, I definitely have to make some more lip balms. So I do get these from Heirloom. That's the place that I've found, honestly, to be the most affordable. They're not cheap at all. They're around about $1 for a tube of these biodegradable ones. Although you have to remember, these ones are 3 times the size of a normal lip balm. So, and I really like the size of this. No plastic. That's what I really do love that. And you can see I've already labeled a couple, but I have to label some more because if I take you over here, you can see there is nothing in there. So, and I bought these fantastic containers that hold them perfect. I wish they were clear like this one, but they're not, even though it says clear on the thing. But these ones here are from Kmart. They're like $7 for one of these sort of ones. So they're really good. They hold the tubes perfect. That way somebody can just, you know, take it out of there and off they go. But anyway, and I'm going to sort of have one line of each flavor, and I'll probably get a couple more of those because I do sell a lot of lip balms. Anyway, so that's what that is for there. And look what else I got. I got this beautiful Melbourne thermal label printer. This was sent to me at no charge from Melbourne. They actually asked me to do a video, so I will be doing a video on that. And look at this. This is what I love. They sent me these gorgeous gold you know, labels. I mean, aren't they beautiful? And then the thermal printer prints on them. So I love that. To me, that's really, really good. You know, it is thermal, so, you know, eventually it will fade. But, you know, when you're sending a parcel that says thank you, it doesn't really matter, does it? If it says that or not. I mean, if you were doing a label on a product, I don't know whether I would use this on a product, you know, that's got to sit on a shelf for months because it may not stay. But I'm going to do a test on that. So I'm going to make one of these, sit it on a little bottle that's going to just be for myself, and I'm going to see how long that actually lasts, and I'll let you know in time. But they can last up to 2 years, I've been told, so we'll see. Anyway, that's for that, but that's for another time. So let's get going with my day. All right, so we are ready for our day. So on here now, I'm going to turn the camera around a minute. I'm going to go onto the computer. One of the first things I do every day, honestly, is go onto Canva. I spend a lot of time on Canva. I do have the paid version. It is so worth the money. It's under $20, I think, you know, AU. I can't remember exactly because, you know, I just have it automatically removed. Or if you pay in a year, you can get it cheaper. And this is not sponsored by Canva whatsoever. But for the price, I think it's one of the best software things that you can do. You can make so many things. Even on the Melbourne machine, I was watching Keely from Soy and Shea, and she actually did a bit of an example on how you could actually use Canva to print the images on your Melbourne stickers. So I did think that was pretty cool too. But, you know, I'm going to go onto here and make my lip balm tubes. So what you can do on your own Canva is you can actually, you know, when you've got the paid version, everything, you can make branding kits for yourself so that you're always using the same colors and text and so on. Or you can also go into here and just save it. So for the lip balm tubes, I just save it, and when I'm going to make a new tube, I just change it. So if, for instance, if I want to make strawberry and I didn't have that before, then I just go in there, use the same template that I've already got, and then I just change the colors, the images, or whatever else I want. So I'll turn it around and I'll show you a little bit about my Canva. I have to go and find it, and you know, I do so many things. Even on Patreon, there's lots of things I do on here, like I make calendars, I make planners, I make so many different things for everybody, so that you can all sort of see, you know, what I'm doing and just give you some new things to look at and do. So let's flip the camera around and I'll give you a little bit of a look on where it is, and I can see it now that I've sort of zoomed through it a little bit. So anyway, let's go and have a look and we'll print out some tubes. So here is my Canva account, and this is the one we're going to be using. You can see that I have lots of different images on here, but let's just go into this one. So this is basically my lip tube that I designed. The image you can see, I own the rights to that. My daughter drew that for me, the same as all of the other little images here. She actually drew all these for me as well, that you can see. So if you can get someone to do something like that, or a logo or anything, and she is actually helping somebody at the moment in America, which is really, really cool for her because she's only 18 and she's going to uni to be a doctor. But on her spare time, she likes to do art, and everyone needs a hobby. So this is like a hobby for her. So anyway, and these are the ones that I've already designed. So, and these are the ones that we're going to be making. I definitely have to make some strawberry. The plain ones, I sell a lot of plain, a real lot of the plain ones. So that's what I'm going to do, and I am going to make a banana candies one as well, because I had actually already bought the sweetener to put in it. So that's what I'm going to be doing for mine. So all I'm going to do, if you go on here, you just click this button here, duplicate, and you can see it's already duplicated. And if I want this, for instance, to be a banana one, I'm going to just click on that, because this is a gradient, so you can use a solid color just like that, or a gradient, and I use a gradient for these, and of course it's yellow, so I am just going to go and change the colors to a bit of more of a yellowy kind of fun sort of theme, and then, you know, I do one lighter and one darker, and then it makes it super fun. And then that looks more banana-y sort of colors, doesn't it? So anyway, that's going to be my new banana one. I've just changed the label, and then we are done on that. So anyway, let me just print these out. So all I do is I print them on printable vinyl that I get from a company called Scat Cats. I'll leave all the links below for where I get everything down the bottom. And if you're on Patreon, I will put all the links over there for you as well. And of course you're going to get this video before anyone else. You always get it a day before. So that's what's going to happen today, and then of course we're going to print it out on my Cricut machine. So I will show you that. So Cricut is not a printer. A lot of people think it is. It's not. It's a laser cutting machine. So you use your standard printer. I just use one from a department store that's $69. It's nothing fancy. It's not a laser printer or anything. It's just a desktop you know, standard printer. And then we're going to print these out, and then we're going to pop them on the containers. Now you can make the containers first, but the one thing I found is if you, on these particular containers, if you actually so here they are just behind here, but if you you know, put any of the lip balm stuff or drip it on the outside, it's hard for the vinyl to stick. So that's why I do it first, and you can wipe the vinyl down. It's waterproof if you use the matte vinyl, and that's the one that I use. So that's why I'm doing it this way, everybody. And the openings of these are much wider, so it's much easier just to pour directly into the tube, and you don't need to worry about putting it into you know, its little container that we all use, the lip balm sort of holders. Anyway, that's what I'm doing today. So I'm just going to, like I said, print all these out, and then I'll show you the next step. So we are using the Cricut machine now, and we need all of our labels to be printed out for the lip balm tubes. So on the paper that I've got here, I can get 10 of them printed out at once. And this machine is a laser cutting machine. It did not print it. I just use my standard printer. This is my standard printer just here. It's a HP 2700 is what it is, about $69 at Big W, so it's pretty cheap. And then this Cricut machine's maybe around the $380, but I did not pay for this. I actually got this one for free. Cricut gifted this one to me from my YouTube channel, but before that I did actually pay for the original one that I had. Now I've gifted that to one of my daughters. But yeah, so it's cutting them out beautiful now, and the thing with this is it just cuts them out and looks so professional. Cutting it by scissors or a guillotine just is not the same as getting it cut like this. So I definitely suggest, if you can get something like this, it is really worth it. It's worth every cent. It honestly is. And I've used it so much. And then as time goes on, I am going to get professional printers to print all of my labels, but for now I can't really afford that, so I'm just trying to do it the way that I can afford, which is the way we're doing it right now. So anyway, let's just take all these ones out, and we're going to just pop them all onto our lip balm tubes. All right, everyone, let's get and make these beautiful lip balms. So you can see here, I've actually just cut them to make them easier for me just to peel it off. Super easy, even though they're pretty easy anyway. So all I'm going to do is just peel them off, and pretty much we haven't made these yet, and they do have a line here. So this does make it easy to just if you kind of make sure you try and sit it against the line, then you'll be able to easily just go around, and then that's basically it. So then that is it. So then I'm going to pop it in here. So I did say this earlier, so I bought these ones here from Kmart. They're like $7 a box. They do fit the tubes in them perfect. My only complaint out of the whole thing would be I would actually love it, you know, if these were clear, but they're not. So, and that's fine, that's okay. And I am going to buy another one of them because I wanted to have quite a few in a bit of a row. So, and you don't have to line it up if you don't want to. I usually just, you know, do it like this as well, and then that way it does look really nice. And once again, there you go. So we're just going to pop them in here. They do have all their ingredients list and all of these things. You do need this. These are just, I've actually created them on Canva. I think I did show that earlier on in the video, how I actually do design them. And it's really important to, you know, just make sure that you're putting all the right things that need to be on labels. You know, labels are kind of tricky, everyone. They're not easy. You know, it took me a long time to be quite good at making labels. And I do think it's kind of one of those things that I'm quite clever at. Some people struggle with labels. Look, at the start, I really did. Mine weren't as good as I wanted, but as time goes on, you just get better at doing them. But you don't have to do as many as I'm doing either. I mean, you know, you might only want to just do 10 and you don't have to print them all out. But I just personally find this to be much easier for me to print the whole lot out. And that way they're all just in a row and waiting for when I do them. So I will actually do some of these tomorrow, which is a bit cool, isn't it? So... and that way I can get them on the site, because I've had so many people asking me. They keep saying, where are they? I'm looking and I can't find them. And so I've had to say, look, I promise you I am getting them done. But anyway, that is what I'm up to today, my friends. It is near Christmas. It's only a few days. So I definitely have to get going with a few things, because I am going to take a few days off. I'm going to take Christmas Eve off. I'm also going to be taking off Christmas Day. I will take off New Year's Eve as well, and Boxing Day I will also be closed. But, you know, most people order online, honestly, from me. And, you know, it's good to just have even a click and collect here. That's what I really liked. And I've also my husband helped me today because, you know, he's very good with IT and computers because he's electronics engineer, so his job's all about computers. He was actually really good, and he helped me put on the new thing that I've been doing, which is called Judge Me, and that way people can review. So each time you buy anything from me online, it's going to send you an email, and on that email it's going to ask you to review the product. Of course you don't have to, but if you do, it would be super good, and then that's going to go onto my website so that other people can just see, and it would just be sort of in a carousel and will sort of swing around on the site, which I think it might help other people kind of decide, yes, they like it, or no, they're not, or no, they don't. And you can be honest. I mean, you don't have to, you know, we don't want people to say, oh, it's super great when it's not. We want you to be honest, and, you know, and it will help us to improve if there's something you don't like or you do. But I'm thinking they should be fairly positive, because I do try really hard to make sure that they're, you know, amazing products. But that's something you could do if you're a business, because not everyone that follows me is a business. A lot of people just do this as a hobby, or they're just interested in another small business. So, yeah, so don't think everyone's your competition either, friends. They're not. A lot of people just really, you know, find it interesting following a small business and seeing how you're going along the road that they may be traveling as well. Anyway, I'm going to end the video here. I'm going to finish all of my labels, making these ones absolutely beautiful. And like I said, you will see them all on the website, and I'll do a little skim over at the end so that you can see them all looking just beautiful in here as well. So anyway, that's what they look like. Don't they look lovely? Anyway, I'll see you on the next video. Bye, friends.